All right, everybody. Let me do this a little out of order. I want to out of order. I'll fire off an invite to Bobby. Then we'll get rolling here. One sec. And off. Let me just text him as well. Text him as well, and then we'll be ready to rumble, so to speak. Okay, Bobby sent. Okay, so we have the good thing is we have some time. We don't have the baseball and basketball together, so we're going to be able to spend some time going through these games, catching this, catching the hopefully the late injury news as well. Let me get my Discord up with should have get news to come in, and I want to discuss some of this, some of these values, and some of the chalk that's going to be out there, and what Bobby thinks of it, and what you guys think of it. We'll just wait a couple of seconds for him to come on in here. So let me see what I have here as far as news. Nothing really came out at the 5:30 injury report. Nothing really worth mentioning, right? There was Oladipo remains out. I mean, that was pretty much it, right? Seems to be what the deal is. Oh, there's Bobby right there. Hey. So, oh wait, there you are. Sorry about that.
No worries. My guess is that a lot of people won't be dropping by tonight because of I'm having some issues with my DraftKings lineups. By the way, I can't do anything to my DraftKings on DraftKings for some reason.
Why? What's the deal with tonight? Oh, because there's no baseball.
Keeps blocking. But yeah, we won't have. I mean, like, now it says I don't have any upcoming lineups. I've got 37 lineups entered. I can't do anything. It's driving me nuts.
But why do you think people wouldn't come by just because there's no baseball? You mean?
I'm guessing other people would have problems too.
Oh, you're having issues? I don't think I'm having any issues.
I can't do anything.
Let me see. Edit.
I just sent a video of me trying for hours to edit my lineups.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm okay actually. What are people pasting about on Twitter also?
I didn't look at Twitter.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do one just for this the hell of it to see if it's DraftKings or just your setup in some way, because yeah, I was able to edit mine real easily.
Yeah, I can't do anything. It's not my setup. I mean, there's nothing wrong with my setup. Everything else works.
But what I'm saying is I don't think it's DraftKings.
Oh, it definitely is DraftKings. It happens all the time.
Oh.
They've had complaints about it.
Okay. And you think it has anything to do with the browser or no?
Like 70% of the world uses Google Chrome. If you can't adapt to what 70% of the world uses, there's something wrong with your site.
No, I know. I just want to
be like. I
just want to see if you're using Chrome. I mean, that's all I was asking. Because I'm using Chrome too, so I just figured.
Yeah. I just can't understand it.
So what? It just like stalls, or it spins, or do you get an error? Or
yeah, it keeps saying that there's a problem. Go to DraftKings, and then it says you can't lineups. If I go to upcoming, it won't have them, and then when I try to edit, it won't save them. It does pop up, which is usually. Right now, it just says I don't have any lineups.
Well, we should go through everything though. Oh, there it is. Yeah, no, I'm still getting it. So you want to go through game by game?
No. Okay. Let's just talk about. I think we should talk plays. I don't know if game by I guess we could do game by game. I'm really not excited. I'm in a really terrible mood of hours to do this, so I want to just try to,
Whatever you do.
No, I'm happy. I'm happy to go game by game. It's just I don't
All
know.
right,
How to,
no. Let's do this. Let's talk about the values then, because I wanted to talk about this. So, what do you think?
I just really don't want to talk about DraftKings right now. I'd rather talk about FanDuel to start because I just can't. It's just too frustrating. I can't see anything on there, so I can't use it. I don't know what to say. So I'm way behind on my DraftKings compared to FanDuel.
Okay, so you want to go position by position on FanDuel?
Yeah, that's probably a good way to start because it's pretty similar for DraftKings.
Okay. All right. So at point guard, I guess my favorite play is Curry. I don't know if you like Luka or Westbrook more than Curry, but I have Curry as a better play of both of them. And it always seems kind of like so bizarre to say anybody's a better play than Westbrook, like regardless of price. So there's that. And then there's like a couple of cheapos like Wanamaker and Caruso that you could play. But I think I might go in middling. I like what's his name? I like Ja at 7K. And yeah, that's where I think I want to go.
Yeah, I have no interest in Steph Curry at all.
Okay.
It's there. I think Westbrook is the best play, especially when you factor in the ownership. I think Ja's fine. I think the back-to-back on a huge night and is a really good play. Actually, I think his owner's probably too low. But and then the Wanamaker Caruso thing is not the most exciting thing in the world. I think there's a good chance Killian Hayes sits tonight. Okay. And if he does, I still don't know what to do because Corey Joseph is now activated and he's too expensive. Like, I don't know if that means you don't do anything or you try saving Lee, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm trying to figure it out. And then Malachi Flynn also. No one will play him on FanDuel.
Okay. At shooting guard, there are two. As far as I'm concerned, two total standouts. But for me, that would be Rozier and Fred VanVleet. I presume that's where the ownership is going to go also. But they're also getting a lot of ownership and a lot of love for DeAnthony Melton at 3,900. Did you look into that at all? And the other.
Desmond Bain is the one who's also going to get love.
Okay.
I don't.
I like both of them. I don't like Desmond Bain. I'm sorry.
I don't see a whole lot of risk in playing VanVleet and Rozier together, and I think there's a lot of upside. So that's sort of the route that I'm taking.
I don't.
I will have some.
I have no interest in playing Desmond Bain at 5,800 on FanDuel, 4,800 on FanDuel.
Mm-hmm.
He's really cheap on DraftKings, but on FanDuel he's 4,800.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah, but you saying he's got love it. I've been like 2% owned over here.
Desmond Bain?
Yeah.
Yeah, not on FanDuel, on DraftKings.
Right. Okay. I thought we were okay.
Yeah, but I was just saying in general. I could still talk about both plays while we talk about the other side. I was just throwing it out there.
All right.
Sorry. I'm sorry if I'm tilted. I literally can't do anything, and I've got thousands of dollars out there, and I just feel frustrated. It's just massively frustrating. Sorry to take it out on you guys. All right, sorry. I'll go ahead and I'll just, I guess.
My two favorite plays at small forward are Dort and probably Bazemore. I don't think I'm going to do the Stanley Johnson thing, especially on FanDuel. I actually am struggling to find a good small forward. Like right now, I have in my main lineup, I have Joe Harris just because I like every other position, and like he's the one that just slides in from what his price is. But I have a feeling I need to rebuild in some way. What did you look at small forward specifically?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't like a lot of the stuff that's out there. I will try to take some shots with Mulder because I think that there's enough of. I mean, he's 3,600. I don't really have to say anything else, I guess. But yeah, you're sort of forced into playing like a. Sadiq Bey is a good play. Like he'll be popular, but he also has a bust side, so it's weird to play him when he'll be popular. Kevin Durant would make sense if you can fit him in. Yeah, that's most of what I got. I'm not interested in Dort personally, but like I don't have another great play. I'm stuck there too. I'm trying to figure it out as we speak right now.
So, power forward
maybe Johnson and Mulder, and that's it.
Power forward, I really only have three guys I'm between here in FanDuel. And they're all going to be somewhat owned. That would be Isaiah Stewart, Pascal Siakam, and Draymond.
Yeah, I have Stewart. I don't have Draymond at all.
Yeah, you're really off of that Golden State game, huh?
Yeah, I think that's a really, really just not a game I want to target. I mean, you're praying for a team that hasn't kept. They lost. They broke the record for most double-digit losses in a 15-game period in the history of the NBA, and they're not trying to do any better. So, yeah, sure, maybe they fight and all this, and Golden State plays terrible. And that's what you're hoping for, but it's just there's no reason to me to play chalky situations that are filled with, to me, just complete nonsense.
Okay. All right. You want to go on the center then?
Sure.
So center for me, just the way I'm built right now is I'm paying all the way down for Zubac. But I mean, I could be swayed. That's just my build is leading me right there. Like Vooch is probably a good play at 9K if you want to do that. I just really don't like much from the center spot. But I want to ask you. I don't know if we're going to get a chance to talk about DraftKings if you're ever going to want to talk about that. But there are some plays on DraftKings that are just really, really cheap that I want to discuss with you if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
What do you think about FanDuel Center?
Vucevic or pay down for Zubac.
You like Capella at all?
I don't have anybody but those two that I mentioned. But I actually think Capella is probably a good play here. Now that you mention it, those are just what I have. I mean, it's weird tonight. I feel like I'm ended up leaving money on the table. I think on FanDuel because I just can't that I like.
So on DraftKings, I want to discuss a couple of guys with you. I want to discuss Jahlil Okafor, Sekou Doumbouya, both from Detroit side. And then also, I want to discuss some deep value here. And then the two Charlotte guys, Caleb Martin and Brad Wanamaker, and then Stanley Johnson from Toronto. And also, as you mentioned, Desmond Bane. So we have like six guys who are all like under 4K, who are going to get some degree of ownership. And then there's another guy I have that you mentioned when we were talking about FanDuel, but I presume that he's a better play on DraftKings. That would be Mulder. So like all of these guys are like within shouting distance of each other. My initial instinct is guys like Doumbouya should be faded. You know what I mean? Like he was just he was amazing in his last game, right? And I just don't know if he's going to be amazing every game. That's just my analysis. And likewise with Brad Wanamaker was as efficient as he's ever been, in his last game. And then you have Jahlil Okafor. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I know that what's his name is out again, so he'll play the backup center. And then you got the Stanley Johnson at minimum 3K. I mean, I know you didn't really look at the DraftKings, but did you look at those value plays kind of in a vacuum? Did you look at them as like kind of a bunch? I mean, what did you do any deep dive in any of those plays? You have any thoughts on those guys?
Yeah, I'm still working on my FanDuel stuff. But for those guys, I don't like. Wanamaker's cheap enough, sure. I would rather find a way to play Bane, personally, and you've got Caleb Martin still cheap. I'm fine with him. Bertans I like. Who else did you mention? Oh, Okafor
And Siku.
and Siku, and I think Siku's fine. He's 3,500. I mean, if they're going to play him that many minutes, and that's what they're doing, like even when he wasn't getting there, he was still fine for you. So I'm willing to take the shot that maybe he wakes up a little bit. It's a good matchup kind of thing for him too. He doesn't need to like go crazy for you to get there.
Another Detroit guy, by the way, just because he's on my board here. Wayne Ellington is active again, and he's 3K.
Yeah, he didn't come across for me.
Okay.
I understand if other people have different things. I haven't looked at like a last second projection recently, but
No, it's not a big deal. I mean, like he's like projecting like 16 fantasy points or something like that, and he's totally shooting dependent, whatever. I was just wondering if you looked into that at all.
I just don't think. Yeah, it is weird. I'm trying to find my build on DraftKings. It is a little bit different than what I wanted to do.
Yeah. What about Willie Cauley-Stein is 3K? No interest?
See, we know it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Like,
what does that mean?
It's the same thing every game. We've had this conversation 100 times about Stein or Dwight Powell. What is there to do about it? You know what I mean? It's the same. To try and project a weirdly fluky game is hard to do with him. Like they just don't do that. They don't. Even last game he started, he played 16 minutes, 17 minutes. I don't know. So yes, there's a good chance he could have a game. There's a chance that he might play 5 minutes and start still. Like I just really, it's a little bit like a really poor man's version of the Biombo situation. Yeah, I just don't know what to do with it exactly.
And the last individual I want to bring up, and you might have said a little bit about him, but Stanley Johnson, 3K flat.
Yeah, I'm interested a little bit in Stanley Johnson. But I prefer Bertans. I prefer Demboya to Stanley Johnson.
Bertans will be lower owned than some of these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good play.
You want to play Malachi Flynn, though.
I do?
Yeah.
I don't want to play Malachi Flynn.
Great. When he gets 50 tonight, hit me up.
He's going to get 50? Really?
He's got 50 in it. Like, he's done it a few times already. Or maybe not 50s. They were like high 30s and 40s before, but that was before when some of that time Van Vliet was out. But basically, I think he's a really easy play. I think he's the better value than all the other guys.
Yeah, the last time when he busted before, he was only yeah, that's true. He was only that's without Lowry was not out, right? That's Lowry played that game. That's right.
Yeah.
Let me do another projection update then. Malachi Flynn's gonna get 50, huh? Well, I should probably have him if he's gonna get 50, right? See something.
Brogdon, Lamb, and Sumner out again. Yeah, we figured that one.
We knew that.
I do like Zubac. He does play well against the Lakers, and they play big, so they kind of need him more a little bit on both sides. I like it.
Is there anybody that we mentioned, like between Flynn and Demboya and those guys that are starting dependent, that we need them to be starting for us to play them?
I don't think so. Maybe you'd argue that Flynn, you'd have to have that.
Okay.
But we've seen this so many times with him. He's going to play minutes.
He's definitely going to play minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Mulder, by the way, too, is a good play. Like, I mean, he's another fine value.
Yeah, I asked him about it, and he's not shy either.
No.
No, he's not shy.
Obviously, Siakam I didn't mention before, but that was obviously a good play on both sides.
Yep.
I can't believe they made him only power forward eligible. That's actually screwing with my whole lineup.
Who's Siakam?
Yeah,
He brings the ball up sometimes.
I know, but he used to be center eligible for so long. I just have to read him. Kevin Durant, obviously a good play. I don't think that's any shocking news to anybody.
Do one projection update.
Maybe Durant is less of a lock than I thought earlier in the day.
I didn't get to any Durant at all, so I gotta think about that.
Well, no, that's but that's cool. That's good. He's going to be popular.
Is he? Is Kyrie out or something, or he's just a good play?
No, I mean he's gone nuts every game without Harden.
Right. When is Harden coming back, you think?
Soon, I think.
Yeah.
If this doesn't work this time when I do it on DraftKings, I'm gonna lose it.
You want to try to did you?
I've done everything. I restarted my computer. I redid it.
I was gonna say I don't want to even insult you by saying.
I did. I've done it all.
I've done it all. And you can't do it on your phone.
I have a lineup
Obviously, you can't do it on your phone.
No, I finally have a lineup that I like, and it forces me to play Draymond, and that's what pisses me off right now.
It forces you to play.
Finally found the one that I liked, and it's going to make me play Draymond, isn't it? Well, maybe not. Let's see. I can play Joval on a back-to-back. Yikes! He only played 20 minutes though. I think I am going to play Draymond
on DraftKings.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I can't get out.
You're really sold on that game just blowing out and Draymond not playing a fourth quarter.
Is a reasonable chance. Now he might play a little bit of it. I'm trying to talk myself into it. I'm like, yeah, he might.
It couldn't hurt to run it back with like either Dort or Roby or somebody that's going to do something.
Yeah. I really like Anthony Davis on FanDuel, by the way.
Yeah, that's I gotta definitely look into that. Come on, let me just more ownership over here. And after I run this, I'll answer some questions, and then I'll build a little bit. I feel bad. I wish.
I have some cousins, by the way, too, which seems crazy, but I threw a little bit of it in there.
Yeah, I played him. I remember I played him like a week ago or something, and I played like a lot. I played him in the 555. I played him everywhere, and he got a DNP coach's decision.
Hey, I'm not saying it's the best play in the world. I'm just saying that's what I'm going to try and do a little bit.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I will have some Okafor, even though I'm not crazy about it being like obvious, just because I'm.
He definitely has a ceiling.
Yeah, there's and also like he can put up a lot in a little bit of time. He doesn't need like a million years to get going.
Yeah. All right, let's see what the Malachi Flynn looks like now. Let's see. Mm-hmm. I am. I just have Flynn as just kind of a play.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
Killian Hayes is out, so let's see how that's.
Killian Hayes is out. So who starts at point guard now? We gotta get a starting lineup, probably, right?
I'm sorry, what's that?
I was just saying, who starts at point guard now?
I don't know, especially with Joseph coming back.
Hmm.
Saban Lee allows me to do the one thing I really wanted to do on FanDuel, so maybe I'm going to do that.
Speaking of FanDuel, I'm going to take another look at what I have here. So I still like Rozier. Still like Van Vliet.
No problem, Adam. No, don't worry about it.
I like that guy. I like that guy. I'm not allowed to mention him. Then I like.
You're getting love from Miami Mike, by the way, for getting him four of the horses you mentioned.
Oh, sweet,
He
nice.
won 3,400 off of it, which is nice.
Oh, excellent.
Good stuff.
You got me with this this idea of leaving money on the table on the on FanDuel, but it would be like a lot of money.
I'm leaving 600 right now.
Well, here's my issue: is I have everything I want kind of perfectly. With okay, so I'm gonna edit this lineup, and then I have 4,900 left for a small forward on FanDuel. It's like literally the worst amount of money I could have left, I think.
44.
Like I could play Kenrich Williams and Patrick Williams like perfectly if I like them.
Wow.
And then after that, I'm down to Joe Harris at 4,400, who I don't even know if I want.
Right.
Is Patrick Williams terrible at 4,800? You got to be able to do better than that, right?
It sucks. I'm playing Johnson and Mulder right now. I mean,
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I could pay all the way down to one of them and leave like. Then I'm leaving. You know, I'm leaving. Then I'm leaving 1,300.
yeah.
But-
So I'm either leaving 0 exactly or like 600.
The only thing that does for me, like it would allow me, like right now I have what's his name, Zubac. But an extra 1,300 doesn't even do anything for me there. Not at center, you know.
Right. Right. I know. I hear you. I'm with you.
At a power forward, I don't want to get off of Stewart. Although that would be a total, like a ridiculous play. If I moved up from Stewart to like PJ Washington at like
That actually is kind of interesting.
like 1/3 of the ownership. That's something I could do. Do you like Michael Mulder more than Stanley Johnson?
I'm only playing them together because I think that they both. I think that that's
Yeah.
just the way that I'm building. So I would prefer Mulder over Stanley Johnson. I think Stanley Johnson is a longer shot with an occasionally higher upside in this kind of game environment, depending on how it goes. I do want to see what the projections update with the Detroit situation.
Yeah, that's probably wise. Point guard. Well, I mean, I could always do that. I could move up from Morant to LaMelo. But if I did that, then I'll be playing LaMelo and Rozier together, and I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
So if I went back to
Guys, drop in any questions. I know there's not a lot of people playing basketball these days, but we'll probably even wrap the stream up a little bit early to
Stewart,
out there.
then we can, let me see, small forward. I can just talk to you, whatever. So small
I was
forward.
already to tell you about my sweat, and it just didn't quite pan out exactly right.
Was that?
I thought I was going to have a nice little sweat in the
Oh, in baseball? Really?
I had some good lineups out there. Sheets, what a job, man. The freaking League of Legends stuff. That's amazing.
Yeah, you know, it was
Just crushed me.
it was really weird because see, you have even no idea how great it is because it is very hard to win one of those things by yourself. Like really hard. I mean, like it's almost always like chopped up like multiple ways and stuff like that.
Right.
And I'm telling you, like I'm in the SaberSim Discord with all the League of Legends experts and this and the other thing. When I pasted that, they're like, "You got to be freaking kidding me!" Like I've literally never seen that. Like, did anybody else play the slate except for you, right?
And I said, dude, all I did was I just made a couple of projection tweaks. And I ran through SaberSim and just entered those lineups. I mean, honestly, I didn't do anything. And but the way it happened was like really funny. So I left. I had a tennis thing today. I had like an hour of tennis today. So I checked all my lineups before I left, and I was I looked at the League of Legends stuff, and there was like one game left to be played. And I looked like it was in contention to like maybe make the money or something like that. No big deal. And so I went up to my tennis. I looked up at my phone. It says currently winning, like 14,000. I'm like, oh, I must be like, one of my baseball teams must be like doing really well or something like that, right? And I'm looking and my baseballs weren't doing. What the hell? And I'm like, yep. And then I literally thought there'd be like some big stat correction, but no, I got like first, second, third, fifth, ninth. I was freaking nuts.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah. You know what I could do instead of playing Stewart? If I want to get the exposure from that game, I could play Sadiq Bey.
Yeah, he's fine as a small forward. I mean, again, we just know he has a wide range of outcomes and he's going to be popular. Wait, somebody just came across. So it's Corey Joseph. They're projecting to start. Wow, and play 1 million minutes. Corey Joseph has just shot through the value thing.
Oh, that sucks.
He's 4,900. He's not cheap. Yeah, I don't know if we need any of that.
And then at the power forward, I could. Oh, I think this is the answer. I am totally playing your man, and I'm playing him on a site that people don't want to play him. I will be playing Mr. Bertans on FanDuel. That's what we're gonna do. And then that works, and that works, and that works. Boy, Sadiq Bey is so expensive. I'm really playing this. He's 6,400.
He's been putting out monster games, but I get your concern.
Yeah. Stanley Johnson. Could always play Bazemore. All right, I'm good. I'm in. I'm doing that. I'm doing that with FanDuel. Do I want to do any more than that? Yeah, I'm going to do a couple of shout outs.
White Levine. Well, nothing unusual. Don't worry about it. Ignore my chopping. Aaron Holiday, by the way, too.
You like that, huh?
I'm going to play some of it. He's put up over 24 in 3 out of the last whatever's.
Sumner is out. Lamb is out. Brogdon is out. Yep.
All right, I'm doing a weird thing.
What do we got?
Luka and not playing Durant.
Okay. This is FanDuel or FanDuel, right? DraftKings. Oh, so you got DraftKings working?
It's working.
Okay.
Hopefully
Okay. Well, you know what? You got me invested in this. So I mean, in this story.
You know, my mood changed a little. Didn't you notice? I'm in a much better mood.
Okay.
I'm happy to at least have a chance instead of nothing.
All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So let's see if we get this.
I'm finding it very hard not to play Westbrook, Van Vliet, and Siakam together. And Flynn, even on DraftKings and Bertan. Just like that whole game, I'm just attacking the hell out of.
Hey.
The interesting thing about the Caleb Martin versus Patrick Williams ownership, and yeah, we've seen this Patrick Williams all year, but it's a good environment for him. And he's going to be a fraction of owned, I think, of what Caleb Martin will be, unless we hear about other news in the next few minutes, which we probably will. So don't hold me to that one.
Yeah, I don't. This Bertans thing is a little annoying. That's not that annoying. I mean,
more guys out. It looks like Hutchison might be out also. Like the minutes should be 30 plus. He'll be there at the end of the game. He's going to take 10 threes probably. Like, it's good enough for me. I think he's actually like a more reasonable than some of the other ones out there that people are looking at. Like I like Bane has, don't get me wrong, like can go nuts and have big upside. But so it could be Melton, or it could be, and you just don't know which one it's going to be. We've had games like this where he's put up like 10 fantasy points without what's his name before, plenty of times. But it's a little bit tricky because he's also, they're both really good plays, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm still not even on DraftKings yet. I'm still trying to work through this FanDuel situation because I'm not happy with the Sadiq Bey, Davis Bertans together. I'm not together, just those two plays.
Oh, on FanDuel?
Yeah. I'm going to take those two out again. All right, so now I got 10-7 for a small forward and a power forward. Okay, that's where I'm at. Okay. So if I did, because then if I would, I'd be back in the same problem if I played Stewart, right? If I played Stewart, then I would have that Joe Harris situation.
Right.
If they're 4,900 small forward. But who else can I play a power forward? I could play Siku. Oh, that's so gross. Right? I mean,
I don't think it's like the worst in the world. Like,
but no, because then I don't play Stewart. Well, I played Siku there, then I get to Bazemore, right? Yeah, okay. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep that one for now. All right, let me take a look and see what I want to do on draft because I am going to do one more thing with the Corey Joseph thing. One more projection run over there. I'm just going to presume it's not going to affect draft FanDuel that much.
I think Bertans is a better play than Demboya. And I like Demboya a little bit.
On FanDuel?
On DraftKings.
Right. Well, he's got the 3-pointers on DraftKings.
Yeah. But also just he's going to, like, we've seen Siku play a million minutes and do nothing before.
I totally
well, that might happen with what's his name? With Bertans. You're going to get your shot attempts. You know what I mean? You're going to get swings at it. You're not going to rely on.
Desmond Bane is starting.
Bane, yeah, I figured he would be.
I could do this. Oh, if I did this, if I played him, then I have, even worse. Now I have 5,500 at small forward. I can get to Kuzma.
Give me 1 second.
No, I'm not going to do that. Go back to Stewart. And then we'll go back to just the Joe Harris. See what happens there. I'm back in that bay. Let me go back to DraftKings then.
Okay. Sorry about that.
I got a weird DraftKings recommendation for you. Little sneaky revenge.
DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, he's not. I guess he's not going to win you much, but he can get 30. Unless they throw Boban in.
guys, if there's any news that we missed, let us know. I'm going to take a quick look in chat, see if there's anything. Thoughts on Bembry if he starts, or just sit? I'm just going to say Bembry if he starts. Let's see his price right now. I just find that I'm ending up more on the Baines. I think he's fine. Yeah, he's 3,100. Yeah, if he starts, absolutely. Don't be upset if he puts up like 7 fantasy points, because don't be surprised. He's gonna be upset all you want, but he's gonna do that often enough.
Yeah, Desmond Bain is probably a really good play.
Yeah.
Please note that. Okay, say it specific. All right, I'm going to do one more, just for DraftKings projection run. I'll give everybody my last minute stuff. You guys all want to root for the Penguins tonight, by the way.
Penguins, huh?
Root for the Penguins.
All right, there we go.
Why not? Heard that Mario Lemieux is really good.
That guy's he's still there, huh?
Oh yeah, Mario Lemieux, and I got to fade Wayne Gretzky for Edmonton tonight. So.
Well, I can't play Westbrook with Van Vliet and Doncic and Durant. That doesn't work.
Hey, like they say, you can do it on Super Draft.
I'm really trying to find a way to do it, and it just doesn't seem to work
You
at
can't
all.
get it? There are plenty of 3K guys you could play.
There's not enough 3K. There have to be 2K guys.
Oh, well, that I can't help you with.
3K is no good for me.
3K guys I can do. 2Ks are going to be a little harder. Unless you want to play like Jock Peterson or something. Somebody like that. Or Kyle Garlick. Maybe he can.
Siakam and Van Vliet. Yeah, it's hard not to play both of them. I have a lot of Zubac on both sides, by the way. I don't think anybody's going to play him on draft.
I'm still a little tilted about Zubac, kind of like not playing that fourth quarter when you could have won like 100,000.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was really was a little. You were like 70% to win at that point.
That was very frustrating.
Let's see. I could use them.
You know, I like a sneaky play tonight, and it's very sneaky, and it's very going to seem bad. Is John Collins?
Yeah, I totally forgot they were even playing.
Yeah.
What is he on FanDuel? Maybe.
Either side, he can go crazy. The games have been weird lately, so that's why he hasn't gotten his big game. But he literally will be 0% owned, and it wouldn't be surprising if he put up like 50 against this team.
I guess Saban Lee is starting, huh?
Is he?
I don't know. He's starting to project really well.
I would be shocked if he was starting.
Wayne Ellington.
Well, no, they're just doing another projection. I don't.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let me just take a look. See, I'm not missing anything. Trent at 5K. I'm not doing it, but I get it.
I think Xavier Tillman is out.
Hey, Trent, Tillman is out, which is putting
Brandon Clark back in play, or no?
Yeah, I think he is in play. I don't know how much I'd like love him, but
He could be a DNP coach decision again at any moment.
any moment, yeah, that's the world we live in, Sheets.
Yep. Let's try this.
Why do I always end up with 7,200 left and I need a center? Like I end up with so much weird Draymond after saying I didn't want to play Draymond.
So what's Joe Val, like 7,800 or something?
Yeah.
I figured. I don't want three guys in that. Mulder. You said you liked Aaron Holiday a little bit?
When are they going to let this guy Gabriel Deck just loose and let him play like 30 minutes? I like Aaron Holiday. All right, I'm going to check before I finish my FanDuel lineups. All right. I have to do one more thing here.
All right, let's do this now. Let's I don't know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna have some fun. We're just gonna have some fun. It's gonna be Fun City.
Making sure there's no new updates.
These.
Oh, I like Kem Birch as another one too.
Okay.
Okay, so thanks, Nick. Appreciate it, man. Any love for Birch? I just said Birch. Oh yeah, there you go. Gafford's kind of interesting, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it with the other value out there.
Birch?
No, Gafford.
It's going to be one of those not on this slate things.
Freddie Gillespie, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Freaking Freddie Gillespie.
Freddie Gillespie season.
Mm-mm. Did I improve on FanDuel? No. I stuck right there. Not a great day for Vlad Jr. and Austin Riley so far. I even had the Stanton one-off with the full-on Toronto stack and everybody hammering. Oh, that would have been nice. Tell you what, we got to stack Toronto every day because those guys run every single time.
They do, huh?
They just run.
I don't think I want to play that much of him. Does that look like good? That looks good.
All right, so no, it looks like no more questions in chat there. Thoughts on Rondo or Cousins on DK? I think either one you could make an argument for. I have a little bit of Cousins. I didn't find myself very much Rondo, but I do have some Cousins.
How did he do the other night? By the way, the Rondo.
I don't know.
I don't remember if I played him. I don't think I played
I don't
him
know which night we're talking about.
his last game.
Was it Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday maybe.
Yeah, I think so. No, I remember we talked about it and we both liked it. I don't remember if I ended up playing him or not. Maybe you remember. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's put that over here. And we'll put this one over here. Then we're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do. 651? Oh, no problem. Yeah, I don't think I want to do the Ellington thing. That looks good though. Okay. Playing any Luka on DraftKings?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want me to play the Ellington. And I don't have to. You know, it was a real, by the way, this might not mean anything to you, but this was a real sneaky little thing that happened in the Detroit game the last time they played. Even though Siku totally smashed, that was like a big one for me because I was watching it. They actually didn't close with him. They wanted Frank Jackson in the game instead of him to close, even though Siku had like 20x points or something like that. Just a little.
Yeah, I'm starting to like the Clark idea a little bit.
Okay. All right, so I'm in with the Siku. I'm in with the Stanley Johnson. That'll be, and I'm in with the Saban Lee. Those are going to be my three value plays that I'm going to whine about playing later. But that's what I'm doing. And I did do the Durant on DraftKings after all that. I went with a decent amount of Aaron Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were not suggesting, like you were bringing up. So Corey Joseph is playing, right? Yeah. So Corey Joseph is playing. I just have a couple with him.
4,900.
Yeah. I got a decent amount of Desmond Bain.
I have a lot of Bain.
Got a pornographic amount of Siakam.
Yeah, the Siakam, and I just don't see how to get rid of that. And I have 9K left in the utility, and I can't figure out what to do with it.
9K utility?
Yeah.
On DraftKings, I presume? Yeah.
Yep. It's really messed up.
So 9K, and you already used Siakam, you're saying? Or?
I already used Siakam and Van Vliet.
Well, you play Kawhi then.
That's what I was thinking. It just feels so stupid.
It's a good player. It's
6 shots in his last game.
pretty good. It's a pretty good player.
In a tight game.
Well, you want to try something else? I got two others. You want to try Levert?
I thought about him. I thought about Capella.
Yeah.
And I thought about Morant.
That was good. Those are the three. That's it.
Unless, like you say, you play Siakam and leave 900 on the table, right?
What if I skip Siakam and play Van Vliet and play Durant with the same lineup? That leaves me right back on your man.
By the way, I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
I have Siakam on his median fantasy projection as to 4 points higher on a raw basis than Kawhi.
Yeah, I know.
So you could play Siakam and leave the money on the table.
No, I already have Siakam in the lineup, though.
Oh, I thought you were like worried about why you're playing Siakam when you have 9,000 left. Oh, okay, I got you.
No, I'm saying maybe I could play Durant instead of Siakam, and then drop down to Draymond. It was at least a rational.
Can you get to AD somehow?
That's interesting. But then, do you really want to play 80 over KD? I don't know that I do, and you're not gaining anything by doing it.
Yeah, you are. You're gaining like a huge ownership gap.
I don't need to worry about the ownership gap if I'm doing this.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I do. Not that Van Vliet and Westbrook and all those guys won't be popular, but I don't think everyone will play everyone. And then you'll have to be stuck playing one of these guys.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to go with Capella, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, what happened to the Braves? Like, kind of stalled out today, and as did Nelson Cruz. I thought I was off to such a great start. I had Kepler, dude. I had both solo home runs to start off the slate. I had Kepler and the other solo home run from the other game on DraftKings. I forget who it was, but and then it all just kind of it all fell. Is it gonna hang on here? Yeah, this will hang on, cashing, I guess. The 3 max, this one.
I can't end up in a comfortable place to save my life.
And this is great. This is the one I told you. I played Smiley at 3%. He had 16 fantasy points, would have been fine, and it allowed me to pay up for example, Jose Ramirez to get 0.
Right.
Baseball's tough. Basketball, if you pay up for a stud, you're going to get something out of it.
Yeah, you'd hope.
You would hope.
Shoot.
And I am playing some Okafor.
Maybe the answer is as simple as dropping Demboya for Clark.
That's a huge move.
And not playing them together.
I mean, that is definitely a huge move to do that. Let's see something. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Anything else happen? Oh, so what happened? I actually have got some live golf lineups, but thanks to my Tommy Fleetwood has been a lot better than our Harris English has been to us.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, you're right. He's all right.
And what's his name is fought back, and dude, those last two holes are very, very difficult. And what's his name? I thought he was going to end up giving like 2 shots away there, but Streelman finished out nicely.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Streelman finished out really nicely.
And then Im had a nice day.
Streelman -2. I got like 55% of that. And by the way, I slept through. I have 9% Webb Simpson. There's no way I was waking up to notice that.
Yeah, I had like one lineup with him, but that was
It just wasn't going to happen.
crazy. Yeah.
So it's going to be it'll be a fun cut sweat tomorrow. It'll probably be about even, something like that.
I'd maybe mind it. Maybe +1 or +2 even possible still, but I think
We'll see.
+1 is probably where I'd bet. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, same here.
All right, sounds good. Good luck, everybody, and hopefully that we can win something that's not that actually has a ball in it. Everything I win has a puck or a joystick.
All right. Good luck, everybody. Thanks, guys, for hanging out.